roasting marshmallow.
I mean, that'd be burning the pants.
That's
I
not
don't,
that's not
I
a good
don't,
idea. It's
I don't
painful.
care. I want
Yeah,
a toasted
you'd be taking
marshmallow
us
on a
down
pair of
with
matching
you.
pants.
Hi everyone, welcome to
Okay.
Weabop. We're talking about a future shirt concept.
Yeah, that's right. Like,
Wait,
comment, subscribe, tell all your friends, get everybody watching, and eventually we'll make T-shirts.
Hey,
wait,
to it.
did they catch my weird ass toasting marshmallow thing?
No,
They
no, I
will
cut
find
you
out
off. You
telepathically.
that wasn't part of it, sadly.
Okay,
Um,
thank God.
It'll be the first T-shirt will feature us flying on a seat of some pants, and it'll happily display Adam inside of a pant leg toasting marshmallows. Isn't that happy, guys?
you sound like a robot.
We're flying at the seat of our pants on this one, guys.
I
Yes.
can really phone in the robot thing if you ask me to do my Pizza Hut script from way once upon a time.
Oh God, no. I don't know what that is, and I'm not ready.
It's just, you ever order pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the shit that they say to you is not a person genuinely asking, like, they give a shit what you want to eat. It's a script that if you don't read it, they get in a bunch of trouble.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a thing, huh?
hmm
Okay, so real quick, we'll go ahead and just start this up because we didn't have a topic planned, and I had thought of one earlier after some news that broke, and I want us to, for this hour, we're gonna play some CEO armchair or armchair CEO, and
You
that
keep assuming people know what that means.
I'm going to explain it, motherfucker. Give me a second.
You calm down, yelling at me,
That
huh?
that term comes from the best friends guys, and it's when they decide to play smart, like they know what is best for a business, and it makes for fun discussion to talk about where companies can go and stuff. And there's been a company that I'm very fond of from the past and somewhat nowadays too, that I know both you
McDonald's.
guys are familiar with, and it's Capcom.
Yeah.
And the reason, like,
We've
because I didn't think I was going to really be bringing up Capcom as a company in discussion for a while, at least not until, like, all the leaks came true, which they seem like they're going to. Um,
we've already established that we've covered Capcom on
yeah, yeah, but
many occasions.
here's the thing. Like I said, I didn't think we were going to keep going back to it, but they recently announced Mega Man 11, and I'm like, I don't know what emotions I should have for it, but at the
If anything, I can tell you, if anything that I could say that can like ease whatever anxiety is going through your mind right now about this,
Mhm.
it looks infinitely better than Mighty Number
Oh
Nine.
no, dude, duh, yeah, no, it anything looks better than
Like,
Mighty Number Nine right now.
If I can counteract that effect, I'd like to gingerly remind the both of you that Capcom hates Mega Man.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's why I was worried. But the thing is, like, for all intents and purposes, the trailer doesn't look bad. They're going to do the 2.5D thing that they did with Mega Man on the PSP, and like some of the things about it like seem pretty cool. Like there's hand drawn backgrounds.
yeah, I really like the cartoony looking
hmm
aspect of it.
Yeah, the sizing seems appropriate, but they didn't keep like the weird proportions to where like Mega Man's head is the same size as his body. They made it more like in line with his actual concept art.
Mhm.
So everything seems a lot bigger too, which kind of gives it like a different sense of scale. Like I'm not upset at it, but at the same time, I'm like looking at, it, I'm like, well, what? I mean, this really is just like they just like, hey, let's do a new Mega Man, but like actually do a Mega Man. You know, like they're not
Yeah,
the one thing that seems really fresh about it, and I wouldn't even say it's fresh. It seems more like it's just a commonplace mechanic kind of thing. Is it's got like God of War rage mode kind of shit where it's like you have a meter that you fill and then you can pop it for like a bonus. Like they showed it at the very end of the trailer, and you can see them where the meter is during the gameplay. It just doesn't fill during gameplay for the cutscene or for the trailer or whatever.
they also
And
showed a special weapon of him like dropping bricks from the
yeah, the
air and
brick.
stuff. That
Well, the
looked
cool thing
kind of
about the brick is it also, for once, actually it changes his model, not just his palette. His hand changes
oh,
towards
did it?
yeah, it's no
I
longer a
wasn't
Buster can. The Buster, is it Buster Cannon or Yeah, it's Buster Cannon. Right?
Mega Buster. Actually.
Mega Buster. Oh man.
Buster Cannon is that like one thing that Trunks does in Budokai.
But so the Mega Buster, it changes to like a stone hand. So
you're right. You're right.
Yeah. So it's like this is really cool. Devil May Cry 5 is pretty much everything but announced. Monster Hunter is finally on a console and it's getting a beta. Supposedly Marvel vs. Capcom and Street Fighter, once again, supposedly this has not been actually confirmed yet, but all the leak stuff is starting to come to fruition. So, you know, chances are we're going to be getting those free characters for those games. They did the free DLC, Not a Hero for Resident Evil. So it's like right now they're in this. I think they're like kind of teetering on the blade's edge, to where like it looks like they're trying to actually do things for fans, but the second they slip up and they're like, and it's like no, they're just fucking EA from Japan. Like the second they step out of place, it's like this was all bullshit. They just really want to con us out of our money, and it's like,
well, I mean,
I wouldn't go as far.
That's not a nice thing to say.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that, though. Like, there's companies that they're all businesses, but there are businesses that openly show appreciation to their fans by doing things like, oh God, I'm trying to think of the example off the top of my head now, and it's like I'm pulling up nothing now. There's been a couple games in the last few years that have just had free DLC out the ass, no loot chests or anything tied to it either. The Witcher, there's a good example. The Witcher, they have filled that game with so much free DLC, and then they also, if I recall, they did do a like a full expansion that you had to pay for or something like that. But it's like, I mean, Team Fortress, they've been, they have their little free-to-play shit, but it's like, at the same time, if you've been playing from square one, they gave you so many little goodies that were completely unnecessary, Like, you can love your fans and still make money off of them.
I don't know. I feel like the dark age of money-grubbing evil Capcom is past,
Yeah, I really hope so.
We
but
touched on this in previous episodes, the whole the era of Tekken or Street Fighter Cross Tekken with the on-disc DLC that paid.
Well, once again, though,
haphazard releasing and re-releasing and re-releasing and re-releasing.
Well, they're still re-releasing everything.
They're different main series. Yeah, but we haven't seen the next Street Fighter 5 yet.
Well, they have kept true to that, and one thing about that I will give them props for on Street Fighter 5 is that they have not done anything that is gameplay changing and requires a purchase, which is what they said from Square One. And
which is exactly the crux of what makes EA the worst thing ever.
Yeah. No. Like I said, they're definitely showing.
Even in Street Fighter 5, they're just regular transactions.
Yeah,
like they're not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And plus Street Fighter 5, when their arcade edition is in the works right now, but that is for current Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, it's just an
owners,
update.
It's a free update. Yeah, it adds in a lot of shit like new V triggers, revamped HUD, which I'm actually kind of excited more than.
Oh yeah, no, that'll be a good change actually.
Yeah, the HUD's very boring looking. I saw like the Versus screen, like the new Versus screen. It's like all golden and shit and everything. It's cool. They're adding in a proper like multiple. Arcade
the legacy arcade modes where it's like you can play the Street Fighter 5 arcade, and then they also have ones that are based on the different games in the series. Like there's a Street Fighter 2, Alpha, 3, and 4 ladders that you can play through.
I hope they bring back the rival fight cutscenes.
I don't think they will because they have their story mode, but supposedly there was part of
he's saying supposedly again, Christian.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I want it on a shirt. Like if we ever get to the point, it's going to be a shirt.
It probably would.
Okay, but here's the thing though about oh man. They were supposed to I don't even want to say it now because it's just like I've already said it.
Just
the rumor is that they're going to supposedly.
Like you can't.
Okay. Break it down for me. Break it down for me again.
Okay, can you say the word suppose?
Suppose.
Can you say the name Ed?
Ed.
Can you say the name Lee?
Lee.
Now say them slowly in order.
Supposedly.
I quit.
Fucking-
That's it. Goodbye.
Oh
I
god, he
love-
actually left.
I love classic comedy.
Yeah, oh shit!
Did he actually leave the
left.
Discord?
He actually left the Discord. Would he still be recording if he comes back?
There
I
he
can't say
is.
that.
I was like, come on, that was classic comedy.
Oh, it's not.
Classic comedy. Are you trolling? Are you the guy with the big smile saying problem right now? Are you
No.
problem me?
He's like the living like
No, I'm channeling my inner Seth MacFarlane.
he's the
No, you're not.
personification of
My
the Kappa
true
face.
comedic genius.
I mean, he's funnier and more successful than you. So what's this hate about?
I wouldn't say funnier, but he's definitely more successful.
Prove it.
I mean,
What's that?
it's easy to
Seth
make anyone
MacFarlane?
laugh.
I mean, are you a comedian?
I haven't tried to be a comedian.
Well, you're doing it right now, and
I mean, no, I'm trying to be a podcaster.
Oh shit! Damn, you're trying to be one right now, and I don't know how that's working out for you.
Anyways,
considering
ripping
a career in
aside,
school teacher.
ripping and
Thing.
rage quitting aside, the big thing is that they're going to add a single player like versus Shadowloo mode.
Uh-huh.
And it's supposed to be something like Heroes and Herald. Oh wait, did I just did it again?
No,
It
you
might
said
have.
it's supposed to be. I think that's
Oh,
what you
okay.
said.
Oh,
Okay.
just say that instead. That's a way better thing to say.
Okay, sure.
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
hey.
Let me just sidebar you real quick. All right. What's your favorite cartoon character?
Period.
Just in general.
Fuck, man. I mean, Jotaro.
That's
He is a
I mean,
cartoon.
does
It's
that-
just a
does that
Japanese
count?
cartoon.
Did I say Japanese super cartoon character? Because that's a completely different qualification to everybody in the world.
Okay, so
guess.
not Jotaro. Okay.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I mean, God, after watching Gravity Falls, I almost want to say Dipper.
Which one is Dipper?
Dipper's the one with the hat, the main character.
All
Got
right.
the tree on it.
Yeah. Dude, I have an edit where it looks like it's Jotaro's hat. It's rad.
You would.
Yeah, I fucking would. It's two things I love together. It's two great tastes that taste great together.
That's sweet.
Anyways, but my big thing is I'm worried that Capcom might go back to the dark side, but hopefully they'll stay good. And I kind of want to say if they're going the way that they're going right now, what do you guys think that they should do? Like, what are some dead IPs you think they should do? What are some big things that you think the company can keep doing to not only stay, relevant for gamers and stay in a good light, but will also make them good money?
Darkstalkers.
Darkstalkers, yeah.
Yeah, I think we were both about to just say Darkstalkers.
I
'cause
feel like you
just-
couldn't have put a larger piece of bait on that hook, but
Yeah.
See, the thing is that's not even close to what I was thinking, but I mean, it's partly...
you're you, so you're probably thinking rival schools or something.
No, actually, no. I love rival schools, but that's not an IP to bring back to make money. I'm thinking like things that'll make fans
Fucking
happy and make
Darkstalkers.
money. The thing is,
Darkstalkers, and I would like to see another Beautiful Joe. To be completely
yeah, but
honest
Beautiful
with
Joe isn't like guaranteed cash. Like, I do think Darkstalkers would probably pull a good penny,
You
especially
gotta
if they
understand, everybody that loves Capcom that isn't a fighting game player is a fucking weeb. And so,
Dude, I
Mega
love
Man.
Beautiful Joe.
you're a fucking weeb. You,
I mean, I love Beautiful Joe. I love Okami. I love everything that.
I just asked you what your favorite cartoon character was, and you said an anime character.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm just saying, like,
weeb.
I'm just
Just
saying,
own it.
Beautiful Joe won't make too much money if they bring it back. Like, they could do an
People
HD
make
collection with
that
all the
delicious weeb
games.
money.
Beautiful Joe isn't weeby though. That's my that's what I'm
I mean,
still
it
stuck at,
kind of
though.
is. It's Sentai.
Look at it. It's weeby.
It's
as
Super
much-
Sentai, dude.
Even if it satirizes weeb things like a Sentai team
Yeah.
or whatever, like at the end of the day, it looks the way it is and behaves the way it does and is from where it's from, and therefore
It's very definitely very Japanese in its gameplay. Like, it's,
Let me asterisk that. I don't personally have any problem with weebs up to like 80%.
I mean, you're on a fucking podcast called Weabop. I'd hope not.
Yeah, right? Is that what that's about?
Are we just
Is it
are we
weeaboos?
just are we just a weeb squad of
Yeah, pretty
weebs?
much. I mean, you
I'm
guys
not-
you guys
I
have
don't hate
weekly
myself.
discussions on Super, so I mean,
Yeah.
Wait.
I don't have any.
Well,
I
yeah,
never
but we
said I
just-
wasn't a giant weeb.
okay. So
I'm not big enough of a weeb to think of not Darkstalkers, Beautiful Joe before anything. That's you should
Okay.
be proud of yourself, truthfully.
So here's the thing. Like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not talking about games that are really great that they should bring back. Like I said, I can see Darkstalkers pulling a good amount of money, especially if Capcom just reuses either the Marvel engine or the Street Fighter engine. And I mean, they're both on Unreal, so it wouldn't be hard to just like switch some things around. You know, take Marvel and remove super jumping, lower the ceiling of gameplay, and just put in the Darkstalkers characters, throw in a nice shader. I mean, it's got a good system. Like, people have openly stated that Marvel Infinite is like the best playing Marvel.
It is. It
It's
is. I've
fucking
played it.
butter. It's so smooth.
I've played it a little. I played it a little bit, like just.
I
Like,
red
only a
boxed
few
it because I
times.
really wanted to try the story. The story's fucking atrocious, but the gameplay's
I
on
know
point.
it is.
It's a fighting game story. Come on.
Yeah, but the thing is, they tried to do what NetherRealm Studio has done with Mortal Kombat and Injustice, and they did it all wrong. Which is the same
So
thing
did
they did with Street Fighter. Yeah,
Yeah,
they didn't learn
we
from
had
either
even-
one.
Yeah, and everyone loves Street Fighter V story, right? Right, guys?
Oh
Right?
yeah. See, it's like
I don't have
it's
beef, but
basically what
Yeah.
happened was they were like, hey, they went to like some kid in QA, not even QA, like some kid in the mailroom was like, hey, we need you to play through these games from NetherRealm Studios and just make a couple notes on what made the campaign good. And the guy was like, okay, it's got a story, and you fight people, and it just goes from fight to fight. There you go. And they were like, all right, yeah, let's just copy this. It's like they completely missed what was good about Injustice. You know, there were no cutscenes. It was seamless from the, or there was no loading screens. Sorry, there were no real loading screens because it was just seamless cutscene over top the loading screen into the match. So everything just
love
like
that.
flowed. And
I
it
love
was
that a lot about NetherRealm
oh my
games.
god, it's so good. It makes so cinematic. My only issue with the NetherRealm games is I don't want to fucking play half these fucking characters. Like, that's what pisses me off the most, because like if Marvel had done what Injustice did and did it well, like to where the cutscenes and the gameplay were like seamless transitions, it would be fine, because NetherRealm Studios games are way harder to play more than one character in. Like,
I know it would. I know it would never come to be, but like I would love to see another NetherRealm Studios Marvel game.
oh yeah, that'd be wonderful. But like the big thing I was saying though is like,
that's the dream. It's just that level of violence and gore.
here's the
Well,
thing.
no,
I
no,
wouldn't
no,
want. I
like-
wouldn't want a crossover that has fatalities. I would rather just like have it be like
Hold on, you wouldn't want a crossover where Kuma murders people,
the only way I'd be okay with.
Sagat.
The only
or
way I'd be
Ryu
okay
actually
with
does
that
his Shinshoryu and
if
rips
they-
people's chest open.
if they did like Capcom versus NetherRealm or something like that, and it was just like all of the Mortal Kombat characters and then all of like the M-rated Capcom characters, then I'd be okay with it. And like throw in Akuma, because he's also known to kill people. And of all the Capcom, of all the Street Fighter characters to have their head ripped off, he's the only one that I think would be like that makes sense, I guess.
Now, I
Sagat's
wasn't talking
redeemed
about.
himself.
Now, here's the thing. I wasn't talking about like having like super violence and
You mean a Marvel
something
style
like-
playing game?
I would like a NetherRealm kind of game that's like basically Injustice the shit out of a Marvel game.
Oh well, see here's
Like-
like okay, well, real
like a-
quick, that goes back
Like a Marvel version of Injustice. Like
Okay, well, here's the thing. That kind of goes back to what I was saying about Marvel, though, because I think Marvel's an easier game to have a campaign where you jump from character to character.
Yeah.
Because on a baseline, everyone follows the same rules. Everyone has the basic magic series, you know, light to medium to hard. You have quarter circle forward, quarter circle back. Shoryuken in the old games, nowadays is down, down. and then that's it. Those are all the inputs pretty much. Just figure it out. But like fucking NetherRealm Studios games, it's like, okay, so I was learning combos with Dr. Fate. Forward triangle, up square is one chain. Then he has square square triangle, square square circle. He doesn't have any light, medium, hard. Almost no characters have just a basic straight series. Most of the time it's like light into medium or hard, or light back hard, and or like forward. No, it's like up hard and then back triangle grab and shit like that. It's like, this is fucking confusing, especially when after 3 or 4 fights, you switch me over to another character that I have to completely relearn.
Well, that's not the game's fault, though.
It's not the game's fault, and like I said, I still, even with that...
If every game played like Marvel or even Capcom games in general, there wouldn't be a market.
Well, here's the thing. But there's enough in the system to where they could have had a basic chain, a universal basic chain, and then have command chains and or target combos, that kind of thing. They could have had that on the side. And the trait system, the clash system, and the Darkstalker style of health, along with universal overheads, the universal wall bounce, the transitions, interactables, all that stuff alone makes it fresh and different than other fighting games. That they could have made the regular like normals and combo system not Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, well, it's NetherRealm Studios.
No. See, that's why it's like you know what you're getting into when you play their games. And to be honest, I understand why they do it, because it definitely makes the game easier for a casual audience as well, to where you can go, how do I do my combos? Oh, here's a giant list of 3-hit combos, and then you do them. It's like, oh, this one launches them in the air, and this part of my command list tells me I can cancel it. There we go. I put 1 and 1 together, and now I got 2.
They not still have the option to play Capcom style?
Just on the inputs. Like, instead of doing down forward, you can do quarter circle forward. That's how I play. I play with that and negative edge on.
Oh, well, yeah, that's whatever.
Well, I mean, some people hate negative edge, apparently.
I hate negative edge.
Negative edge is cool, and it's...
Negative edge, in my opinion...
Me, because it's from when I was learning how to play Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Come back, and we've got it in other games. And it's cool. It makes you more aware of your inputs. It makes you input slower because you are able to.
Yeah. My whole thing with the dial system, because you have to hit like moves in a century before they actually come out during a combo, it makes stringing in specials a lot easier. But yeah, so man, tangented really hard there. So the big thing I was gonna say was okay, so you guys said Darkstalkers, and like I said, that could be an easy convert. They could easily take one of the pre-existing fighting game setups they have within Unreal, tweak it a little bit, and boom, there you go. You just got to make assets. And there's been proven artists all over DeviantArt and the internet over 1,000 times. I mean, I'm talking about the CG, like actual render artists that are really good. That like they could find a good art crew if they don't have people in-house that are capable of doing Darkstalkers justice. There are people out there, Yeah. They could do... No, I mean, come on, dude. I know there's a lot of shit, like, don't steal my OC kind of stuff on DeviantArt, but there are really good CG artists on there, too.
If they bring back Darkstalkers, just make sure that the announcer goes, "Get ready."
My whole thing is if they do...
That's your franchise takeaway.
I just want it because I love that announcer. I just love it so much.
My whole thing is like after watching Darkstalkers and like, because I've said it so, it's like every time I ever say it, like Christian's always like, "That's fucking Darkstalkers." I've always wanted a Street Fighter game with the Marvel style Magic series. And
that's fucking Darkstalkers.
So my whole thing is, but I've never liked the characters. There's never been anyone that really resonated with me, either gameplay-wise or in character design. And as I've said to Adam before, the characters that were introduced in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 that were essentially prototype characters for Darkstalkers, I liked all 3 of them. So if they bring back Darkstalkers and they're like, hey, look at these new fighters. They're not really new, but remember them? Weren't they cool? They were going to be Darkstalkers.
Do you remember Mingo and... what's her name?
Ruby Hart. Yeah.
Ruby Hart.
San's the last one.
I feel like San has a basis in...
She does. Oh my god, I have to go over this every time. San is tied back to the original San arcade game, but that is canonically her grandfather.
Oh, just like Donkey Kong.
Yep.
But there's no expand dong memes about her.
Not yet. But she does have a power pole that extends.
Does she have a dong?
I
dong
mean...
no buy.
But what if they announce that she does have a dong? Buy 4 copies?
What did I just say? I'll buy it.
But yeah, dude, like just Ruby Heart alone.
She has to use it in the Super though. Like I don't want a plot dog. I want a functional, you know.
Yeah, no, I get you. But I would love to play Ruby Heart in a Darkstalkers game. She'd be so amazing.
Ruby Heart's really cool.
How many trap characters?
The only thing with Ruby Heart being in an actual Darkstalkers title would be, she plays too similarly to what's his name? Talbane, the werewolf.
He has traps?
Does she?
Yeah, the whole crux of her thing with the ball up dashes is from Talbane.
No, that's not the crux of her gameplay.
No,
the crux of her gameplay is her chest and her grapple hook.
And the
oh yeah, her fucking Shoryuken fireball that comes out.
It would be jarring, and like, why do these two characters have the same move?
They could probably just take it away and make her.
I mean, in all honesty, it's not good enough to be a move that's like really that. It's kind of a side move. Like it's only good for like I think ending combos. Like she's a trap keep away character. Like you throw out the chest and put out a ghost, then you throw out your little like raising geyser shit, and then the second they try to jump in there, you hit them with the anchor chain and combo.
Ow, Giza.
Dude, she shut the fuck up. Like fucking
fuck you.
Why are you so mean?
Wait, who?
You.
Me? Oh, come on. As if I meant it. As if I could be mean to Adam.
You just did.
I did it with love.
You are 100% more mean to Adam than you are a comedian.
I hate you so much. Okay, so after Darkstalkers, what else comes to mind?
Capcom?
I definitely want to see them. Like, it would do nothing for me personally, but I think a good call because they're doing all these like ports to the modern consoles. I think they should just like go whole horse on it and just go through their library and just start dumping it on PC. Get PC ports of fucking everything.
Red Earth.
Dude, fucking sure. Like no, that's what they need to do. They need to do a collection of all of their fucking fighting games that aren't on like legitimate collections or to where you can actually buy them. Like I want Red Earth. I know it's on the old Alpha collection, but there's no way to play Gem Fighter on current consoles.
Oh, to go in the wait, hang on.
Was that gibberish?
What?
That sounded like gibberish. Yeah.
Oh no.
Gotta go.
No.
You got poop
again. Did you get bigger gibberish?
She's holding his poop in.
No, shut up.
Why are you pooping?
No.
If you can poop on the air unless it's loud, then you know.
Yeah, just switch over to Discord on your phone and just quietly.
We'll edit it out.
So cyberbots. What if they?
I don't know anything about cyberbots. I heard it during a best friends cast.
Welcome to my entire career on Weabop.
What about cyberbots, Adam? It is a fighting game with mechs.
Okay. The one that Jin was from.
Yes, and his robot is Blodia.
Yes.
Explodia?
Blodia.
Blodia!
Explodia!
That would be the oh god.
I
just realized what you were doing, yeah.
I love it.
How do you not hear anything that sounds like Exodia and not immediately?
Because I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh fuckboy.
I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh fuckboy.
Apparently you are if the first thing you think of is fucking Exodia.
Never even played Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't think.
No, you did.
What?
I think we all have at some point.
You went to tournaments for it in high school.
I went to. Okay, you're right. I went to one tournament with friend Paul.
Yes.
Because he played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, and I remember like I played it like
So,
when it
yes,
first
take
came
your
out,
time.
and then like Paul was like, "You should get on Yu-Gi-Oh!" And I was like, "I was on Yu-Gi-Oh! And I got off that dick real quick."
I wanted
Fuck
to, I
that.
wanted to, I wanted to try to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh recently, but then I
Oh,
saw like all of like the crazy like mechanics that they put in. I'm like, I
dude,
want out. I'm not
power
even.
creep is so ridiculous in that game. And if you look, they don't ban out sets like Magic and Pokemon does. They ban cards. So like every time they release new cards, old cards get banned also because the old cards synergize too well and they break the new cards.
The
Yeah,
fuck's the power
most of
creep?
which power creep is where they incentivize purchasing new sets of cards by creating abjectly stronger cards in the new set. Um, and it's best exemplified through like regular beat stick things that don't have any extra text on them. Like I don't know how many card games you play, but
None of them.
what's even a good example? Take okay, so Magic the Gathering, right?
I'll just say Pokemon had really bad power creep until like
Yeah,
Nintendo
Magic the
started
Gathering. I have
controlling
like a
it.
specific example for though.
Okay, go ahead.
Um,
Yeah.
Power creep and Magic the Gathering. The way that they deal with it. Take the red. There's 5 colors in Magic or whatever, right, Adam?
Hmm.
Okay, so red is a class that's characterized by how fast you do damage, and that's it. And it's just all damage. It's direct damage spells. It's damage. It's all damage. Um,
Right. It's just the
that's
effectless monster cards and everything.
Oh
right.
no, it's got
So
like it's got effects, but all the
every
effects are
time
about damage.
they cycle a block out, they have to do something about their 1 mana easy to cast red damage card. Traditionally, the card Lightning Bolt has been in standard for forever, and it's 1 mana for 3 damage, which is retardedly too strong. And so now they make you to counteract the power creep that is Lightning Bolt. Now they cycle that out. They make you choose between 1 mana for 2 damage or 2 mana for 3 damage. It's not a stellar example. Anything that you've ever heard about Hearthstone is an example of power creep.
Like okay, real quick, I have a great example of power creep. Did you ever play Pokemon back in the day, the card game?
I collected Pokemon cards back in the day. I had
You
like a
never
little
played the
scrap.
game?
Okay,
No, I just
okay.
had a little
So
scrapbook. I thought they were cool.
real quick, I'll just pull this up in the background because if you look at the original Charizard card in the original Pokemon card game, he is trash nowadays, but he was considered a pretty good card back in the day. Okay, so I just found it. Base set Charizard for 4 energy, he does 100 damage. 100 damage back in the day would kill just about anything.
Okay.
And then now, I'm just gonna look up best current Pokemon.
Oh, I thought you
Card.
might have had an example queued up.
Well, I mean, it's like I can just like go to the images and find a powerful. Okay, here we go. Here is Venusaur. Venusaur. Oh yeah, by the way, Charizard had 120 health. So
Right.
this Venusaur, he has a 4 energy attack that does 120 damage. But the Charizard, you had to lose cards to do it. Like you would burn through your energies. First off, he can have 3 green, and then the last one can be any color. The Charizard had to have only 1. So already it's a cheaper move to do for more damage. But on top of that, the move also paralyzes and poisons the other player. So it's like for less energies essentially, because like I said, you get to keep them on the card instead of them being burned through like with Charizard. You get to keep all 4 energies. It does more damage and has 2 effects. And his base health is almost it is double. No, it's almost double. It's 10 shy of being double.
That sounds like a pain in the ass to deal with.
But that's the thing. It slowly
That's why
got
card
there.
games suck.
Every couple of sets, it kept getting more and more powerful. Like I just found a Charizard from 2 sets ago, and he has a 5 energy move, but he has like a special ability that makes it to where he can like add energy. Yeah, he can add energies to him and stuff like that on top of the ones you're allowed to do. So it's like that wasn't strong enough. It's like the next turn they had to outdo it, and then each time they just did it by a little bit, and then over time, if you look back at the original cards, they're like trash. Like just throw them in the fire, for competitive play. And it's just because over time they had to keep one-upping themselves.
Mm-hmm. To incentivize selling cards.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell are we talking about?
Capcom.
This episode is called Tangents Ahoy, by the way.
Dude, that's a great name for it. I like it. Tangents ahoy. Okay. But yeah, I was saying things that they should do for
Did you just write that down?
No, I just cracked my knuckles. But
Oh, okay.
That doesn't sound like writing.
You left. No, he left the mic for a little bit.
Oh, because I
and
leaned
it
back
just,
in my chair.
Oh, okay.
Like that. Okay, so I was saying they should dump everything on the PC. Adam had said that Red Wizard or Red Earth Wizard
Red Earth.
/ Wizard.
The wizard is in Red Earth.
Yeah, and then you also said Cyberbots. So
yeah, Cyberbots would be cool.
Cyberbots, Red Earth. If they can get the rights for it, the old beat 'em ups that they did, the Alien versus Predator beat 'em up. Fucking even if they couldn't get that one, Captain Commando, like just do like Capcom Arcade Collection complete and have all, because they did 2 arcade collections, but it was like games that had already been put on fucking Virtual Console, like 1942 and Final Fight, which, don't get me wrong, I love both of them. I absolutely would love 1942, which, by the way, a new one for the Switch with 4-player co-op would be fucking perfect. Especially if it came with a stand in the box that lets you put the Switch in like the horizontal or the vertical style or whatever, to where like it's like in the old arcades, which had the taller screens for the shooting games.
Mm-hmm.
That would be badass.
Do
it hot dog style, not hamburger.
Okay.
That's like the elementary way of like saying which way it should go.
Fuck it, bring back Saturday Night Slam Masters.
Dude,
Give Hagar
put
the
that
ponytail.
on there too.
Give Hagar the ponytail. Bring it back.
Oh man, dude. Okay, I gotta say I do like Hagar's costume that they did for Marvel Infinite. A lot of people are shitting on it, but I'm sorry.
What does it entail?
It's Mayor Mike Hagar. It's him in a fucking business suit.
What's not to like about that?
Exactly. He's a fucking mayor. It makes so much fucking sense, and he's kicking ass in a suit.
I love it.
I think it's one of the that makes me, when I pick up the game, it makes me want to play Hagar and Hulk so I can double suit big
Hulk is
boys.
a suit costume too?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hulk's got the what is it called? It's the
I don't know Hulk well enough. It's from some side story where you're either
like
him or Grey
he looks
Hulk
like
was a
mob
badass
boss.
mob. Yeah, one of them was a mob boss. Either him or Grey Hulk. I don't know.
He's in like a pinstripe suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Mr. Fix-It. That's his thing. That's Grey Hulk.
That is Grey Hulk?
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, that when I saw that costume, I was like, "That's fucking rad!" Like, so yeah, double suit big boys.
That's a hilarious little bit of Hulk lore. Is he's a multiple personality, like ultra schizoid, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So one of his other people is, when Marvel was trying to reconcile the fact that Hulk used to originally be gray.
Yeah.
They decided, well, let's just make Grey Hulk be a totally different personality in this new canon, and they came up with Mr. Fix-It. Who is a fucking like mob boss, like gambling professional extraordinaire who speaks with a Cockney accent and is never short on bitches.
Okay, so here's the thing about that.
So when Banner turns into him, he just disappears into like the fucking desert for a while and runs a casino. Like
that's funny. But like, here's my thing about that. Like, cause like that's a cool character, but I actually got to read a little bit of the original like run of Hulk thanks to the Essential line they did, and it's like my issue with it is like I feel like Marvel completely forgets how deep they wrote some of their characters. Like the original Hulk would wax poetic about like fucking like society and how people perceive each other and shit. Like he was a Shakespearean character.
The original Grey Hulk was articulate.
He was brilliant. He had some amazing
monologues. That's why they put that into Mr. Fix-It, because in addition to his funny Cockney accent, Mr. Fix-It is a super genius. That's his thing.
Oh, okay. So he is like philosophical at times and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
He's every bit as smart as Green Hulk is strong.
Well, do you know about the Professor? Because that's something I recently found out about.
Gosh, I hope this doesn't give away the fact that I don't read comic books, because
I don't really read too many either. I get some graphic novels every now and then, but like I like to keep up with things.
This is a learning experience for me, an enjoyable learning.
Dude,
experience.
get ready to learn this badass shit, because I would love to see this like put in something. There's this thing they did a while ago for the Hulk, where I think it was called The Professor, and it was like a storyline, and they changed Hulk's branding and everything, or at least they attempted to. And the whole thing is, they switch the personalities. Like when Hulk is mad, he becomes a weakling. And so like the whole thing is Bruce Banner has to constantly keep like in a zen state to keep his power. Otherwise, when he gets mad, he's just this frothing little weak bitch that like fucking can't do anything.
So he has to maintain the power of nothingness, as it were.
Oh my god, it's perfect.
That's why I was so happy to see them paired up in the story.
Have you heard of the
that was
Hulk?
great.
Huh?
Have you heard of the Hulk's Hulk?
Like the Hulk had a Hulk?
The Hulk has a Hulk.
I know about Hulkling, but I didn't think they were related.
No. The Hulk has a Hulk. His name is Claw.
What?
It's Claw. It's K-L-U-H, Hulk spelled backwards. When you get not Banner, but the Hulk himself, really, really, really sad, he turns into just a hideous creature who goes on like a sadness rampage, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe
You're cutting out.
so if not, do yourself a favor and look up Claw. His story is cool. His design is insane.
I'm like
Holy
trying to.
crap! Look at him.
Yeah, that's Claw. I forget how specifically he came about, what the circumstances were, but basically, Hulk didn't want to do something that the rest of the Avengers did, and it involved, indefinitely imprisoning or killing somebody without trial or whatever. And Hulk was really like sad to see how far his idealized people that he considered friends to have fallen, and he sheds a tear, and then he turns into that and goes on a emo rampage, and it's fucking great. That's Claw.
Oh
So
my
a costume
God.
of that for Hulk in a video game would be pretty sweet, I think.
Be sure to freaking timestamp this, Bishop, because look at that shit.
No, I definitely saw it here. Let me. Fuck. No, yeah, that's the same exact picture I saw. Let me find OBS and all my fucking bullshit. There we go. Well, in all honesty, I'm probably not gonna do that. I'm so tired.
Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry, guys.
Nothing but the best for the three fans of Weabop.
If you get around to it, look up Claw, K-L-U-H.
Real quick, if they did make it to this part of the the podcast after us not being able to keep on topic for that long, I want to thank some of the guys
Not
from
having a topic is best.
shut the fuck up. I want to thank some of the guys from over at the Boku no Eruption boards for checking us out. That was really cool of them. The ones I remember, there was the Portly Gamer. He's really funny. I checked out his shit. Check him out. I'll probably come back to the description and put it in. I'll put a link up in the description. And then, oh man, I feel like a shithead because I can't remember the other one. I'm trying to find it too while we talk. Oh wait, I'm not even in the right. Yeah, no, I am. Oh, here we go. I want to say the other one was Moon Spirit, who I also checked out his stuff. He's really good too. Oh, Hoodie. Oh wait, no, that's not it. No, Hoodie drew stuff. Oh, I can't find it.
Anyway, any and
yeah.
all participants, viewers, etc.
Yeah, we appreciate you checking us out. Yeah, that's super awesome of you guys.
All views, likes, comments, subscriptions, and commercial watches are very appreciated.
Yes.
And commercial watches.
Or no, you don't have your Google AdSense yet. That's a little behind-the-scenes info that nobody needs.
Yeah.
That's right. This is basically free still.
Yeah. In all honesty, like if we could do this without putting ads on it, like if we were able to get a Patreon going before and make that like feasible without having to put ads up, I'd prefer that because fuck
Yeah, but
YouTube,
this is America, and there's not a lot of way to get famous. You got to spend money to make money,
Yeah, I know. So back before I said dump everything on the PS4 or on the PC, was there anything else you guys could think of as far as Capcom?
No.
Wow, you're dry.
Honestly, Darkstalkers and possibly a new Power Stone, but
See, I would love a new Power Stone, but I'm not sure how well that would sell. I think it would do well on the I think it would do well on the Switch, but I'm not sure about anything else, to be honest.
okay, I wanted to go ahead and say this, the amount of care I have whether or not it makes money is absolutely zero because I just want them to come back. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want it to come back.
Well, with Capcom loving porting their games so much and them finally embracing the Switch, I honestly think it'd be a good idea if they just took a bunch of their Dreamcast games. Like, I think Dreamcast Virtual Console on Switch would be a brilliant move for Sega and Capcom, but like it would help Capcom, I think, more than any other company.
If
Because
we're talking about porting stuff, if we're talking specifically porting stuff right now, I do have one. I do have one thing. It's not even porting. It's a localization that I kind of want to happen.
okay, now I'm interested.
It is Monster Hunter.
Of course it is. Never mind. See you guys later. Have a good night.
Oh God, fuck you. But it's this thing called Monster Hunter Frontier. And I always like to call this the. I'm sure many a Monster Hunter fan would be like, no, Adam, it's not like that at all. I feel like it's the PTR for Monster Hunter as a whole. Because it introduces like it's this constantly updating it's this constantly updating Monster Hunter game that's got just about everything that has been added in from like any Monster Hunter installment and just kicked it up to 11. Like they have like base form monsters and they get these like freaking zenith forms of monsters and shit. Like weapons get some crazy like new attacks and it's constantly updating. Every time it gets every time it gets an update there's just something new to keep it going. The only issue is it is PC only, which that isn't a problem
For
but
Monster Hunter, that's interesting.
yeah, it's for PC. It's like MMO kind of server.
Is it in Korea only? Just asking. I'm not even trying to be funny.
No, it's in Japan only.
Okay, because did you know about the Ghosts and Goblins MMO they did, right?
No, I did not.
Yeah, they did. They did an MMO RPG a long time ago, and if I recall, it was only released in Korea. But they released.
So I say.
Oh, well, I was just going to say real quick, they did try to release it in America on the green light, and then it got immediately pulled, and Capcom never even, like, acknowledged its existence after that. Okay.
Oh, wow. So I say Frontier is MMO-ish because it's just, it's the servers are just massive. As well as, like, there's certain monsters that require more than four hunters to attack. I know there's Raviente, I think the thing's name is this giant friggin' King Cobra dragon looking motherfucker.
That sounds like a cool combination.
Yeah, like he's massive, and I think there's like 8 to like 10 people like fighting this thing at once, and it's covering the entire state arena and shit, and like it looks like a fun time. There's just a lot of cool like monsters in it. There's like I feel like I'm exaggerating when I say this, but I feel like there's thousands of monsters in that game. Like literally thousands, and because there's just been a lot of versions, been a lot of updates for it. I think the current one is Monster Hunter Frontier Z. I think I want to say.
Or would it be Zedo? Because then an X is Crossu.
Yeah, I
remember we were talking
whatever.
about weebs earlier.
Yeah.
How you
No, seriously though, that's like my favorite. That's the favorite stupid. That's not how English works thing from Japan, where X's are Crossu.
Well, they're calling. I mean, they're calling Monster Hunter World in Japan Monster Hunter World. So.
Zawado!
I guess. Yeah, you're a weeb. We got it.
I am.
Ooh, damn.
That was a JoJo's reference for everyone. Go ahead and mark that on the board.
Everybody knows.
Well, see, I was making a joke about it being ongoing.
But yeah, it's Japan only. It is a bitch to try to import because not only do you have to import the game, but it also the servers are shit outside of Japan because their servers there are free are just it's Japan like regionally there,
Yeah.
so like your connection will be bad. And I've heard from various people that if they know that you're in the U.S. trying to play this, like you'll get booted out.
Wow.
Well, that's hecka lame.
One thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just thought of this because I was actually going to talk about this like a while ago when I was still trying to do a video about like how Capcom's fucking up, and then like I just couldn't get the script to work for me. I think because Capcom with MVCI, they're reusing the assets from MVC3 and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure I've said this to both of you guys before. Like they just need to reuse things correctly. Like if you look back at old Capcom, they reused shit all the time. They reused game engines from like every fighting game of theirs was on the same engine. That's why they all played like so well, you know? They just reused that engine.
Like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was a freaking Mugen project.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much a house-made Mugen, yeah. And then like there's a reason every single fighting game, even if they had a Magic series, they still had like the same kind of weight and feel to them. All of their beat 'em ups were the same way too. And then Resident Evil had its engine ripped out and turned into Dino Crisis. You know, they did it all the time to make another game on the cheap. And the thing is, because of it, we had so many cool games from them. Like they weren't afraid to try stuff out because, you know, the development cycle wasn't going to be as bad because they already had this kick-ass engine to fall back on. So
Dino
it's like
Crisis.
And dude, because
Dino Crisis.
Yes, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Listen. So like they can do it with fighting games that we already said how, but they just built from the ground up the RE engine. And as we've all seen with Resident Evil 7's huge success, people like it. And from the Not a Hero DLC, it's been proven that... Oh, wait, no. Not a Hero isn't out yet, is it?
It's not.
Oh, it's not.
I believe it is.
Okay, well, from the base series, they've proven that it works for a scary campaign, and Not a Hero seems to be more in line with Resident Evil 5 and 6, which I'm not a fan of those games. Definitely not 6. 5,
That's Boulder Puncher and Giraffe Blowjob?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing about Boulder Puncher.
I know Boulder Puncher, but where did Giraffe...
You don't know about Giraffe Blowjob for 6?
No.
I mean, it's not. It doesn't roll off the tongue, but it's definitely...
I never played
just
6.
Look up Resident Evil 6 Giraffe Blowjob.
It's totally SFW. You don't have to... Kids, please, look it up. It's BLOWJOB, all one word.
You're sure about this?
If you look it up,
buddy.
it'll just be pictures of the box art. I promise you, unless someone made some weird fan art,
which probably happened, but you've got to look for it.
Yeah, you'd have to go into the dark net.
Speaking of weird fan art, I'm really excited about the doodle for this episode because 2/3 of it look like I didn't even draw it.
Nice, as in like that's cool that you're able to like step out of your style. Because I remember you were talking about that and how you like to.
Well, it's just challenging in general.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people are born to be animators and stay on model, but you know, I have to try hard at it.
Yeah.
That being said, I got a couple good pieces of reference, and hopefully everybody likes the art this episode. I need to go back and re-upload all of them to my art page. That's facebook.com/do something cartoons.
I give you a plug at the end. You have to plug it mid cast.
Yeah.
You said Weabop this episode, so
We plugged our own podcast in our podcast.
fuck you. Pay me. How about that?
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so but no, what I was saying though, so Not a Hero seems to be more in line with Resident Evil 5, and I don't like Resident Evil 5 as a Resident Evil game, but it is a good game. It's a good action shooter. It had fun co-op. The single player with Sheva AI was trash, though. So, like, the idea of going back to that within the same engine, within the same setting, but not compromising on there being a horror side to the series is really fucking smart. Like, I think that needs to be the standard going forward. Like, every game should have that split in it. There should be a scary campaign and an action campaign. Action campaign can come whenever, because the diehard loyalists that have played every fucking game, including that piece of shit 6, I bought that fucking day one. I'm still bitter about it.
Clearly.
Oh God,
I've got a funny thing.
they made it seem like it was gonna be scary. I'm so
And
mad.
I can't remember how long ago. Actually, no. Yeah, no. It was long. It was long ago, and I still can't believe I remember this. But I know me and Steven were still like we're still pretty big Resident Evil fans for the most part. And like we were talking, and it's like I didn't know like I knew 6 came out, but I didn't know how everyone was like.
You know the repercussions of it.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that people like. I didn't know if it was bad or if it was good. I knew nothing about it because it was still fairly fresh. And and I asked him, like, so is 6 good? It's like, it sucks. It's like Bishop got it day 1 and he's wiping his ass with it right now, probably.
Yeah, no, I was so upset about it. Like, because here's the thing.
Bad for your butt, buddy. Like,
here's the thing about that game, right? So leading up to it, they did a bunch of trailers, and they did this really spooky trailer that was like, "Ooh, look how spooky it is!" Ooh, and it's like, "Oh, I like spooky Resident Evil." Ooh. And then they showed some stuff of Chris and his sidekick, and they were like running and gunning. And it's like, "Look, there's also action." I'm like, "Okay, I'll play it." Ooh. And then they did a demo, and the demo was a little bit of each campaign, and literally the demo for the Leon Kennedy bit, which is supposed to be the scary campaign, quotation marks, is like just the first the first half of the first chapter, and it's all build up, right? So you think, oh man, I can't wait for all the zombos to come out. This is gonna be crazy, and then it cuts, and it's like, fuck the suspense. Now I really want to get it, and the game comes out, and right after that, it goes fucking straight to 60, and it's like, here's an automatic weapon, there's a wall of zombies, just mow them down, motherfucker. And it's just like, no, you should have given me a pistol with like 3 bullets and made me run. What the fuck? Like, you could literally play that game and kill everything with only body shots. Like, they gave you that much ammo, and your guns were that strong. And it's like, this was a game where like you would like go into a hall, find like 3 or 4 zombies, check your ammo, and you have like 3 bullets, and you're like, well, I have to go to the other side of the house now. Like, it was all about rationing and being smart about your ammo. Now, Resident Evil 7 has been really generous with ammo, besides like one spot late in the game. But it's like, the tension was at least there, it at least had the atmosphere. So it was like a bit forgivable, because it at least was still kind of spooky, but like, man, I don't even know where I was going with this. Fucking Resident Evil 6 pisses me off. I see, it just fucked me up so bad. I couldn't even think about what I was talking about.
So to talk about, I guess, survival horror Capcom games, like, if Dino Crisis were to come back, I would totally love them to try to like make a new like survival horror style Dino Crisis game, because you could totally do it with dinosaurs. You could totally do it. You can make dinosaurs scary. You can totally do it.
Wasn't that basic? What's the scary dinosaur game that I'm trying to think of right now?
Dino Crisis.
Is it Dino Crisis?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Turok scary, or Turok was a run and gun?
Turok was a first-person shooter that just had some dinosaurs in it.
Yeah, dinosaurs.
It was kind of cool.
So they could do 2 things: either make it a really good like survival horror like kind of game, or a classic arcade rail shooter.
Actually, I'd be fine with either of those, but I think that Resident Evil 5 could have been Dino Crisis. Like, because Dino Crisis was always, from square one, a more arcadey Resident Evil. Like, ammo floated, ammo and health. There wasn't as much of as a drought for resources as there was in Resident Evil. Because the enemies were faster, it was more frantic. So I think if they had adapted the gameplay style of Resident Evil 5, but done it as Dino Crisis, like if Resident Evil 5 was just Dino Crisis, it would have been so much cooler, because then it would have made sense to have go back to the weird small inventory. They wouldn't have fucked over the canon of Resident Evil by doing Ouroboros and the fucking plague tentacles that turn you into zombies. Like, they could have done so much, and then they could have still hit that same nerve where it's like, well, we want a good balance of action and terror. It's like, well, I'll tell you right now, dudes with shovels and leaky eyes are not as scary as fucking velociraptors. And especially if you give me an automatic weapon. That guy with his leaky eyes and his shitty shovel will get mowed down. That dinosaur, I'm not too sure about. You know?
Leaky eyes? I'm sorry,
yeah, dude,
I'm not hip to video games.
in like the first cutscene where they show someone get infected, he bleeds from his eyes, and he's just like, oh, in
Is
the
that
camera.
leaky or bleedy?
I mean, his eye. I mean, at that point, he may
like
or
a
may not
black
be a human. So it's like,
it was like a black sludgy liquid.
was it okay? So yeah, it is leaky then. But yeah, I mean, because the gameplay and the co-op and stuff for Resident Evil 6 or Resident Evil 5 was really fun, and it was smart in like sense of how the game was like played, you know. As far as it being a Resident Evil game though, it kind of like took the mission statement of the series, tore it up, and just threw it out the window. It was like, fuck it, boys, we're starting over.
It's a good action game.
It is. It's a good action game. It's a terrible Resident Evil.
Yeah, terrible Resident Evil, terrible horror game.
Yeah, that's why I was saying. But if imagine if instead of there being as many like just fodder enemies, if it was only like for every area, because they would throw a shit ton at you. Like instead of having 12 enemies in an area, imagine like 3 velociraptors and then like some weird like flying thing. Because I don't know what the small flying dinosaurs are.
Pterodons.
I guess that one, yeah. But
Vortigons,
pterodactyls, pterodons,
Herudigarn,
all that business.
Herudigarn, Tapion.
I don't care what you are. This ends now.
If I don't, who will?
Anyways, but yeah,
sorry,
like,
do you not love Kakaroto?
I actually never even saw that movie, to be honest. I only played Herudigarn in the video game once.
You didn't see Wrath of the Dragon?
No,
It's
I don't.
fucking great. That's where the
honesty,
dragon uppercut comes from.
I got to a point with the DBZ movies where I was like, I don't really think any of these are going to be worth my time.
Christian, how cool would it be if they brought back Dragon Fist and Super?
Aren't they pretty cool?
Yeah, like,
How cool would it be
that
if
response.
I fucking...
Huh?
How cool would it be if for 1 second I stopped flood filling in the wrong fucking order?
That'd be really cool, dude.
Art problems. Shit.
Right?
Okay,
There's been a handful of instances where I've trapped Adam in Discord just narrating myself drawing and being aware of it, being unable to stop.
He didn't trap me. I came of my own accord, thank you.
It was consensual.
Yeah. Ew, that sounds weird. Come on.
That's why I said it, dude. I wanted it to sound weird. Okay.
Not as weird as this fucking picture's gonna look.
Okay, so in the last 8 minutes, because we tend to hit that 70 minutes. I think the 70 minutes as awkward as a timetable, I think it works.
It's cozy.
Yeah,
I liked when Christian posted it on Facebook. Saying it's a nice cozy 77 minutes.
And sorry about not sharing the podcast on my Facebooks and stuff like that. It's just.
Are you apologizing to me or the fan base?
Both. Because I want fans to have more fans to where like they can be out somewhere and chuckle at something at the same time as someone be like, wait, you've seen that? And they'd be like, yeah, I love Weabop. And they'd be like, man, isn't Gaffy awesome? And the other guy would be like, fuck him, Adam and Christian. And the other guy would be like, well, Christian, yeah. And they'd be like, no, fucking both of them. No, it's like I was making jokes about Super Best Friend Cast, like how people argue about who's good and who's not.
Right.
Oh, that one that I've never seen.
Dude, how do you not like the Best Friends? You need to check them out. They're fucking great.
I don't dislike the Best Friends. I've never watched their
That's
programming.
what I'm saying. I mean, you don't dislike them, but you don't like them either. I'm saying you need to give them a shot.
I guess logically that makes sense.
I think you might like Wooly.
Dude, everyone likes Wooly.
Wooly's the best.
I have to agree. And
Wooly's awesome.
if McMuscles or Pat ever hear this, I'm very sorry to them. I love them both. Especially Matt. Matt is fucking adorable at times. He's fucking adorable.
I love Wooly. I love both Wooly, Matt, and Pat.
The thing is,
Adam.
the thing about Pat
and
is
by extension, me.
Pat is the
Liam,
perfect.
whenever
He is the
he's on.
perfect straight man for Wooly and Matt's like antics. Like whenever they're silly, he's the perfect. Just no, this is bad and dumb.
Yeah.
I love them all. They have such a great dynamic.
Also, kind of miss Liam a little bit.
Yeah, I do miss Liam, but I understand why he had to step away.
They brought him back. They brought him back for a Scrub Lords, though. I think.
Oh well, I
Like-
wouldn't be. I mean, he streams with Matt and stuff all the time, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna like appear every now and then.
That's good that they're still like doing stuff.
Yeah,
together
they're
and
friends
everything.
and stuff. It's just I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm not gonna speak for the guy because I mean I don't know obviously, but like from what I could find of like the whole situation, I think it had to do with the Machinima partnership and like deadlines and stuff. Because like his last post as a member of the Super Best Friends, he it was like talking about like the stress of the situation. So I'm pretty sure it had to do with like all of their partnerships and stuff where they had to constantly crank out shit for Machinima, and I think they were also still doing QA and stuff like that.
Roger.
I'm not too sure. I just know that shit was rough for him. So I you got to take care of yourself before you can take care of others.
Oh yeah,
So and plus he still streams, so you know fans get to still see him, so that's cool.
that's good. Yeah.
But
Love you, Liam.
yes, Liam Senpai, if you ever notice us. So what? Oh yeah, I was saying in the last 8 minutes, and then like, I can't remember where I went with it.
You went ahead and shit the bed, huh?
I did. Now I gotta lay in it.
Roll around in that poo-poo.
Stop.
But
Stop.
Okay. So how about this?
I'm listening.
In the last little bit here, if you could have Capcom take 2 of their franchises and cross them and release a new game, what 2 would you want and how would you want it to play?
That's a tough one, fella.
Okay. So,
Okay. Monster Hunter and Darkstalkers, but you are a creature, a hunter, a creature of the night hunter, Castlevania style.
it's like Donovan.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, and
Yeah,
like you
like-
just find
like-
different like Darkstalker-esque enemies. And, like, you can have
vampires and like mummies and shit.
Dude, you could have
That'd be
big
cool.
events where you help like the heroes from the series fight the villains. Like imagine like a raid where there's a shit ton of players like teaming up with like Donovan to fight Pyron.
Wait,
And all-
okay, do you want it to play like an MMO then? Because
I mean, you were talking about how there was like big man raids in Freedom or whatever it was.
Well, I mean, it's kind of not this. It's kind of like not.
So
the
what? Do you
same.
want to like cut off Pyron's arm and make a hammer out of it? What do you want, man?
No. Okay. Not play exactly like Monster Hunter, but fucking God, come on, like
Like more like
you
a
know-
PSO kind of thing.
You know what? Yes. Have just weapon drops be a thing. Yes. Let's go with that.
You're like, I'll compromise because this fucker ain't gonna get it.
Yeah.
He just agrees with me.
can't-
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, like all I'm gonna say is just get your ass ready for Saturday because we're gonna.
I don't know how much
learn
I'll be able
some
to
shit.
play though with my new job.
I hope whenever just let me know when you're on and we're gonna go in.
Okay.
We're gonna go in hard.
Okay. So.
Just don't whatever you do, don't fuck up.
Okay, Christian, do you need
I'm-
time for your thought?
What am I making of a fantasy?
Crossover
Capcom.
within Capcom, yes.
I want Sodom's Kart Racer.
But they don't have a kart series in.
Well, they'll make one, and they'll use all of their fighting game IPs to
See,
populate
you
it.
should just said like Capcom Cross Kart.
Street Fighter card.
Well, it would be, it
No,
would be
my
Sodom's
name was
Kart.
catchy and is feasible for a stupid company to do.
We established last episode that you don't fucking come up with catchy names. I do.
And you didn't come up with one.
Well, I also didn't come up with one. Bitch.
Okay, so the one I was thinking of, I actually would like a like Capcom, like hyper crossover with everything, but Mercenaries. For the Mercenaries mode / game for Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like that, but like it would just be across all of Capcom. So, you'd have stages like Waterworld from Resident Evil 4, and you'd be able to play as like fucking Mega Man. Or you could go to, like, I'm trying to think of another setting off the top of my head for a game that isn't. Like you go to Shadowloo headquarters, and there'd be like Shadowloo minions and stuff, and you'd play as, like, I don't know, one of the pilots from 1942, or Captain Commando, or Rad Spencer,
So basically, a mercenary style beat 'em up.
No, not even a beat 'em up. Like, dude, just like how they had Resident Evil Mercenaries, just call it Capcom Mercenaries. And it's like the same exact fucking thing, but it's not just Resident Evil. It's just every game that has a character with a gun. Take one of them. And then just come up with random places to just put fodder enemies and then some mid-bosses and just score attack that shit. And then just have 4-player co-op / versus. Like, I can't...
I'd like to revamp that a little bit and just like make it like an action style kind of game.
Oh, like a Devil May Cry?
Yeah, so we can like just add more characters in there, like not just Mega Man, but like Devil May Cry, like God Hand, Health, even Assurance.
Dude, they're never. You just need to fucking forget God Hand, okay? You need to cut that off. You need to cut it out before you grow up.
No, stop it. You're never gonna convince me to ever let go of God Hand.
It's never coming back. As much as I would love to see God Hand return, it's not fucking happening. I'm calling it now. We'll be old guys. We'll be old dudes in like a retirement home, and then the announcement will come where it's like, we're bringing back this vintage retro series, God Hand, and you're gonna be like, I fucking told you, you prick. And I'll be like, too late, bitch. We're already dead.
I can't wait. I can't wait for them to announce Jean from God Hand for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and when they do, I'm just gonna say those exact words, except I'll be young.
And you know what I will say?
Yeah.
You know what I'll say?
Yeah.
Next time on Weabop.
Damn it. No, I was gonna say good night, everybody, and thanks for tuning in.
Would you just?